let me send my autistic child with zero social skills right to the front door of multiple strangers' houses in the dark of night. Let's talk. What is going on? Welcome back to ASD with Daniel D. My name is Daniel, you're you, and it's very nice to meet you. Welcome back. We are going to go ahead with this special Halloween edition. 4 tips to prepare your autistic child as well as you for that evening. So you know how this channel works. Everything's time marked in the description. Watch what you want to watch and then go back and watch the rest. And if you like it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and share with anyone you think this would be beneficial to. For bonus credit, see if you can guess what Josiah is in that picture. In the comments below, I'll let you know if you're right. Halloween for the ASD community is nuanced. So this video is not only tailored for your child, but it's tailored for you as the parent because you'll be out there with them. And I think I've got some tips that's going to help you out. So without further ado, let's get to point number 1. Run with a pack. On the night of Halloween, there are incredible social cues going on. Kids chattering, momentum walking, mimicking, mirroring, right? It's just these little packs that run around all night long. And in traditional parent advice, we would tell our kids, don't do what your friends are doing, right? If they're jumping off a bridge, you're going to jump off the bridge with them, right? We've all heard that. But there is one night where there's an exception to this rule, and Halloween is that night. You want your child to do what all the kids are doing and the appropriate behavior they're exhibiting, such as holding their pail, not stepping on the costume, saying thank you after they get candy, different things like that. So this is a very fertile night to have your child learn social skills through mirroring and playing and just going with them. So in this particular night, it's okay to have your kid do what everybody else is doing. All right, so let's move on to point number 2. Practice, practice, practice. Practice the route, practice the lines, practice the knock, practice everything. By the time we hit the street, we had ran through the entire routine. We practiced on the bedroom door, dressed him up, closed the door, we would hold the candy, he'd come in his costume, knock on the door, we'd open it, and we ran through it. The route that we were walking, we had walked that route before. So a lot of testing, a lot of conditioning, a lot of habit forming can make your Halloween night way more successful if your child has an autism spectrum disorder. So I would encourage you, while Halloween 31st is when everybody's out there, the Halloween for parents that deal with ASD, I would say occurs probably 6 or 7 times within that month. You're having Halloween like on October 15th and 20th and 25th and 27th, and then showtime is the 31st, right? So practice, practice, practice. All right, let's move on to point number 3. Keep the right distance. Sure, we could be a hover parent and go with our child up to the door through every single house. And trust me, I've done it. I've gone with Josiah to all of these doors, and you've got like 8 kids lined up in a row to get candy, and you've got me, this giant parent, sitting there in the middle of them, and I can't help but all the parents standing on the sidewalk are like, what's this joker doing there, right? Maybe he's trying to get candy. He's a little too old. He's a little too big for Halloween, you know? Hey, you got to find out what that right distance is for you. Some Halloweens, it might be you going with them to every single door, and that is okay, right? And then maybe you take a couple steps back on a house and see how it goes. And then maybe a couple more steps back, and then you just see how it progresses. From my personal experience, at this point in time, Josiah is able to navigate to all the houses all by himself. But I can tell you, that's like 6 years in the making. So it took a lot of work, a lot of conditioning. I have had Josiah try to take other people's candy. I've had him try to go into people's houses. I've had him try to pet dogs. So sometimes when you grant that independence leash, it doesn't quite work out in your favor, and you're going to have some consequences, and you're certainly going to pay some social prices as you train your child on how to do Halloween correctly. But it's all part of the journey. you got to keep going. You got to brush it off your shoulder. We're in training here. So whatever happens, just practice, practice. Keep the right distance, whatever that means for you during that specific season, and keep on going. All right, this last tip is a no bullshit tip. Tip number 4, end the night when you are ready. I don't care if you've been out there for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. You don't need to burn the midnight oil like everybody else, okay? You got to take care of yourself.
Get them!
Hey, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
You're excused. Anyone else?
No, we're good. We're good.
Get them!
Of course you can go home. You've just been turned into a cow. That makes sense to me. The point, guys, is that you don't know what's going to happen that night. It's full of a lot of unknown variables. Your child might get tired. You might get tired. And while the little pack might be ready to do round number 3 in their community houses to stuff their bag full of candy, if you are done, if your energy is depleted, if your child looks tired, end the night. So when you are ready to end the night, wrap it up, take it to the house. All right, another episode in the books. Don't forget to comment below and guess what his costume is. I'll let you know if you were right or wrong. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking. Things are going great. Got a couple subscribers, so let's just keep that rolling. And hopefully this content has been helpful to you and yours. Again, if you like what you're seeing, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And I will see you on the next video.